ate mega stuffed Oreos for breakfast this morning. Backseat lovers, maple syrup. My name is Stuart. Welcome to the guitar lesson. We've got this. There's a lot of parts to this song, so let's get started early. Let's set our alarms for 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Hop out of bed. Of course, we're gonna go for a little walk and make coffee first. And so we'll meet up at 6:45. We'll meet up at 6:45 tomorrow. Then we get a little bit of extra sleep, have the coffee, walked the dogs, did a little bit of reading, and then play on your phones for like 15 minutes, and then we'll get started. Did I say the name of the song? Maple syrup. Syrup. I say syrup. Syrup. Main part of the song, which you play for the verse. This guy, you already heard me play it today. It goes. Let me show you the chords, and then we'll talk about the strumming pattern. Strumming pattern is not too hard, but I think there's a very specific way you got to do it, especially if you want to be able to sing along with it. First chord is an A bar chord. Here's what you do. You might already know it. Every single time I talk about bar chords, I say you might already know this or whatever. I'm just gonna show you the chord. Put your pointer finger on the 5th fret of the E string. Then take your ring finger, put it on the 7th fret of the A string. Then your pinky goes on the 7th fret of the D string. In case you don't know the names of the strings, just look at my fingers. It's a video. Then take your middle finger, put it on the 6th fret of the G string. Then take your pointer finger and you're pushing on it on the E string with the pad of your pointer finger, but then take the rest of your finger, smash it down onto the 5th fret of all the strings, but really we're trying to make sure we hit the high B and E strings. And it sounds like this. That's chord number 1, the A chord. Before we learn the next 2 chords, let's learn the strumming pattern. Is my head in the shot? Oh, it is, but my hair is weird. Gotta be ready for the sun at all times. I think those look pretty good. They fit this song. Let's keep them on for the strumming pattern. Here's what's weird. You're gonna start by strumming up. I know. It's crazy, but we're gonna strum up at the beginning. You're gonna strum up. Then you're gonna strum up again. You don't have to move your arm that much, but that's what I do. So we're going up, up. I don't. I just move it a little bit. I'm gonna cut that part out. See that? See, I'm going up, 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 up. That's the beginning of it. Then, over here, this hand, you're gonna loosen your grip. So you're not pushing anymore, you're loosening your grip. You're still touching all the strings, but because you're not pushing, when you strum, it sounds like this. It's just that nice muted scratchy sound. That's what we want for this next strum. So we just went up, up. Then, loosen your grip to mute the strings and strum down, up, down. I repeat, down, up, down. Up, up, down, up, down. Let's do it together. 1, 2, here we go. Up, up, down, up, down. Slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, here we go. And up, up, down, up, down. Do we dare play it twice in a row? I wasn't sure what to do with my glasses there. 1, 2, 2 times in a row. And up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down. Best get used to playing it 2 times in a row because then you have to do it 4 times in a row, 8 times in a row, 16 times in a row, 32 times in a row, 64 times in a row, 128 times in a row, 256 times in a row, 512 times in a row, 1,000. I should know this. I'm going to show you the next couple chords, but if you don't know this rhythm, you don't know anything. I got to figure out why my computer keeps falling asleep. It's not cool. So we're going to do this right now. You and I together, we're going to play this 8 times in a row. 1, 2, not too fast. And up, 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 I think that was 8 times. I gotta tell you one thing about this strumming pattern. Sometimes when I play it, and then I've also noticed, I mean, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've noticed that the guy who plays rhythm guitar and sings in the band, the Backseat Lovers, which happens to be the band that does this song, sometimes when the two of us, I think we're like kindred spirits, when we start the song, we start with a down, and then we just switch to that up thing. So what is that? What do I even mean by that? I'll show you. Sometimes I go like this. 1, 2, here we go. See how I started with that down? Just saying, maybe you do that. That's okay. Blah, blah, blah. Next chord, after the A. That's called an A, by the way. A bar chord. Here's what you're gonna do. Put your pointer finger on the 5th fret of the A string. Put your ring finger, that's the one with the ring on it, on the 7th fret of the D string. Middle finger on the 6th fret of the G string. Pinky on the 7th fret. Did you hear that? Oh, someone got here. Hello. You're never going to guess what I'm doing right now.
I have no idea. What could you possibly be doing?
D major 7 chord. That's a D major 7 chord, but there's something tricky I have to tell you about this D major 7 chord. We don't want to hear the low E string. So what I do is I have the tiniest tip of my pointer finger is pushing on the 5th fret of the A string, but the tip of it just touches the E string and mutes it. Some people bring their thumb up and mute it like that. When I'm playing this chord, I don't think it's comfortable to bring my thumb up like that. So I leave my thumb down here. Oh, and the base of your pointer finger can play the 5th fret of the high E string if you want. I feel like I did not do the greatest job explaining that chord. That sounds like a you problem. Same strumming on this D major 7 chord. We're gonna do that strumming pattern dos times on the A, and then uno times on the D. Got it? And then we go to an F sharp minor. I know, lots of chords. Pointer finger goes up to the 9th fret. It's not lots of chords, it's 3. 3 is like the smallest number there is. Pointer finger on the 9th fret of the A string. Ring finger on the 11th fret of the D string. Pinky on the 11th fret of the G string. Middle finger on the 10th fret of the B string. Your pointer finger can go ahead and mute that low E string if you want. Also, your pointer finger in here can push on the 9th fret of the high E string if you want. That's the F sharp minor. I was gonna keep that going forever. I got into the zone of playing those chords. Look at this guitar trick. What we just played, those 3 chords with that strumming pattern, that's what makes up the bulk of the song. What I'm gonna call the introduction, I'm also gonna call that verse 1, also gonna call it verse 2. And now I'm gonna go ahead and chop the video. So how many times are we playing this thing? We're playing it more than twice in a row, I'll tell you that much. For the intro of the song, before anything else happens, the guitar plays this 4 times. Then the guy starts singing and he does it another 4 times. But I have to tell you that on that, the final time of that group of 4, when he gets to the F sharp minor, he just plays it once and then stops like this. And then he starts again for the second half of the verse. Got it? That's not, you can hear it in the song. Listen to the song, you'll get it. Then he plays it another 4 times. We are now up to a total of 12 times. And then we go into what I call the chorus of the song. He starts with a very gentle strum of some very pretty chords. Take a look at this. Take a look at this guy here. I've got my pointer finger playing the 5th fret of the B string. That's not the bottom string. That's the second to bottom string, 5th fret. Middle finger plays the 6th fret of the G string. That is the 3rd string from the bottom. Then your ring finger plays the 7th fret on the D string. That is the 3rd string from the top, 4th string from the bottom. Shiba ba. Pinky plays the 7th fret down on the high E string. Do you see that? So we've got from the bottom up, we've got 7th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret. Cool little chord there. I take my thumb and I cover up the top 2 strings. Note, I'm not pushing on them. I'm just touching them because I don't want those 2 strings to have anything to do with this part of the song. Once you've got that chord all set and ready to go, we're gonna do this nice little soft, gentle strum. I'm just hitting 1 or 2 strings at a time, like this. Down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Beautiful. Then you're gonna strum up again, but right after you strum up, you're gonna slide your pointer finger up to the 6th fret. So it's like that. And then right after that, you wanna move your pinky over to the 8th fret, but you don't have to do that right away. You can do that when you feel like it. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, slide, down, up, down, up, down. You see what I did? I told you had time to move your pinky, but I gave myself too much time to move my pinky. And then I was late to the game. Let's try that one more time. Let me make sure I'm framed right. Oh, you can see my beard. You can see my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, slide. Pinky. Yeah, I did it that time. All right, moving on to the next chord. Oh, I love this chord. Pointer finger bars the high 3 strings on the 3rd fret. That's a lie. 7th fret. Pinky plays the 9th fret on the bottom string, the high E string. I guess you actually could bar the high 4 strings now that I think about it. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Then, he does this really cool thing that he sneaks in. This is like optional. This is extra credit as he's finishing up this chord. He goes, did you see that? It's he plays 12 on the high E string, then slides to 9. And then we end up on this chord. I'm just barring the bottom 4 strings, the high 4 strings with my pointer finger on the 7th fret. I think for that whole section of the song, I started thinking about this little trip I'm going on tomorrow. I think I stopped thinking about the lesson and I just started thinking, okay, I gotta get packed for my trip. It's gonna be pretty fun. I'm staying in a hotel. Let's play this whole part. I'm gonna call it the gentle part of the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's how it goes. Then we get to the slightly more aggressive part of the chorus. Same 4 chords we just did, but you're gonna go like this. Let me show you what I'm doing there. I'm just strumming down, up, 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 down, up. But I'm trying to hit just the D, G, and B strings for the first down, up, down. Then I'm hitting the high E string for the next up, like this. See that? Down, up, down. Oh! Then we're going to switch to the next chord. Then to the next one. Oh! But when he gets to the next one, now he switches to that same strumming we were playing at the beginning of the song. And same thing for the next chord. Let me paint this whole picture for you. 1, 2, here we go. I believe that's the end of the chorus. We might review it one more time at the end, maybe, if I'm in the mood. Goes back into the verse. But for the first fart of the verse, only the bass is playing, not the guitar. Let me show you the bass line really quick. Got it there in the middle. Did you notice? We're going 5, 5, 5, 5 on the E string. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Then you go down to the A string. 5, 5. Then 5 slide up to 9. Then play 11 on the D string. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 9, 11. Then 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 on the A string. Then on the E string, 2, 4. So the notes were 5 on the A string, 5, E, 5 on the E string, 5 on the A string, 9 on the A string, 11 on the D string, then 5 on the E string, 5 on the A string, 2 on the E string, 4 on the E string. Let me play it all for you. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Do that twice. Like I said, this is the bass part, not the guitar part. But let's say you were playing the song solo to impress your best friend, and you're playing and singing it for them. You're going, and then you get to the bass part. What are you gonna do? Just not play anything? No, you gotta go. You do it twice. Then this little cool little guitar part kind of sneaks in behind the bass part. It goes. That's not how it goes. Give me just a second to refresh myself. Do I forget this part? No. I gotta stop the video and relearn this part of the song, buddy. Good thing I did that because I was playing that part of the song totally wrong. Palm muted. That means this hand over here, you're just gonna ever so lightly touch on these 2 strings right here with this part of your hand. What I like to do, get your hand completely behind the bridge like that. See, I'm not touching it at all. And then I just rotate onto the strings. And then I've just got this little bit of palm muting. What do you think about that? 5th fret on the E string. Dust times. Then hammer on from 4 to 5 on the E string. 4 on the A string. 5 on the E string. Back to 4 on the A string. Like this. 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. 5, 5, hammer, 4, 5, 4. Immediately following that, on the A string, 7, 5, 4. Then, on the A string, 5, 5, 4, 5. A little hammer on there again. 5, 5, hammer. Then slide up to 9 and play 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 6 times. You repeat it a second time, but instead of sliding up and going 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, you're just gonna play 8, 8, 8 as aggressively as possible. This is one of those cool parts of the song where the band goes and the audience goes rock. That what I do there. I do this a lot. I'm playing the 8th fret on the A string. I'm muting the other strings. My thumb is muting the E string. And then instead of just hitting that one string, I'm hitting like all the strings. Then you get to hit it extra hard. It looks cool. People think you're cool doing it. That's like the second verse. Starts like that. Then we go back into the regular chords we did for the first verse. You probably do it 4 times, right? Probably. I'm gonna look over there again. So yeah, anyway, bass plays the thing twice. Then you come in with your little... I draw my pick into my hand. I literally went, fell into my hand. This pick is weird because it's like, it has some writing on it, but then if you look closely, it just vanishes. It was the worst I've ever done at that. It's just fun to play. Let's just hang out and play that riff. Oh, that's right, I was looking over here. So yeah, bass plays the thing, and then you come and play your palm muted thing. Then you play the verse chords like another 4 times. Then there's this little, I'm going to call it the interlude. It's not long enough to call a bridge. There's no lyrics during it, so I'm just going to call it a musical interlude. A B minor chord. 2nd fret on the A string with your pointer finger. Ring finger plays the 4th fret on the D string. Pinky plays the 4th fret on the G string. Middle finger plays the 3rd fret on the B string. Pointer finger is barring all of the strings. Play our regular strumming pattern 4 times. Then go to our D major 7 chord, the 2nd chord we learned today. Remember that one? And that one we're gonna play 2 times. And then you're gonna hold out this chord for a plethora of moments. I think it's like, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It might be 8 beats. It might, honestly, if we're being honest, it might be more. Can't remember. Not gonna go check. Then we go back to our gentle chorus. You remember the gentle chorus? That was bad. Ignore that. Don't do that. Does it have... That was terrible. Also, ignore that. Well, as you can see, I am just losing interest in this video in every way. In fact, next part of the song is a solo. And guess what? I don't do solos. Not gonna show you the solo. Too many notes. He goes like... It's too many notes. I'm not gonna keep track of that many notes. Just, go die. How about that? Instead of learning the solo. Then after the solo, I don't know. They'll probably play another part of the song that we've already learned, is my guess. Yeah, probably. They probably do like the chorus again. Maybe. Look, literally don't care. How do we end the song? D major 7, you're gonna go ba 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 ba. That was 5 bop bop bops, just in case you were counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got so mad at this song by the end of this video. Do you notice that? I'm tempted to have Taco Bell for breakfast every single day of my life. Ba 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 ba.